Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Russ. So today I'm going to be giving my opinions on everything that's going on with Shannon, creepshowart, and the whole lolcow thing, since there are people talking about it, and I feel like more awareness needs to be spread on it because she did basically just make fun of somebody for being pansexual, and she also said that pansexual is the same as being bisexual when it's not at all in the slightest the same thing. It's not the same thing. Trolling is one thing, but making fun of somebody for their sexuality is something that nobody should stand for. And that's the reason that I am making this video. I don't want clout. I don't want any views. I don't want any subscribers or anything like that. I'm simply doing this to spread awareness on how incredibly disgusting this situation is. Because I've looked into it further. I'm not somebody that's just giving my opinion just to, cause drama or anything like that. I've actually read into the situation. I saw the thread on Twitter that Dish Soap 1234 posted, and I will leave a link to that in the description of this video because I think that it's important to read that because it really does paint a big picture on how vile Shannon is being. Alright, this is not, like I said, this is not me trying to get clout or views or anything like that, and if you're a stan of hers and you want to come and attack me, that's perfectly fine. I understand. I understand. I'm not going to get mad at you for it. All I'm doing in this video is stating my opinion. That's it. I'm not trying to clout chase at all. I just want to make that very clear. Now, onto the thread. If I can find it. Okay, here we go. Dish Soap 1234. I've seen some people ask about the creepshowart lolcow drama. This is a thread. Shannon has been posting on lolcow, a gossip site about influencers, since at least 2018. She was posting anonymously, but admins outed her as punishment for pretending to be her own fans and haters. And the first part of the thread says, as many users in this thread are aware, Shannon's posts on lolcow haven't exactly been subtle. We've decided to compile her post history after she escalated her behavior by sharing her sister's social media in order to deflect from criticism towards herself. That is just wow. Beyond that, she has been anonymously promoting her videos and Patreon/YouTube membership to farmers and making posts about herself to either white knight or insult herself. For many years, we've had a policy to reveal post histories of users who go to great lengths to use lolcow farm or lolcow.farm to propel their own online presence. You can read the full post history here, and there's a link to the post history. It's lolcow.farm/creepshow.html. That's the link. Now, second part of the thread, when her sister was in the ICU, which, if you don't know what ICU is, intensive care unit, when her sister was in the ICU, Shannon posted her social media to lolcow, trying to have her attacked for being too much of a SJW. Social justice warrior? Doesn't surprise me. She posted insults towards her friends, Ready to Glare, D'Angelo Wallace, and Sexy Edwin. And Edwin is, I believe, the person that she outed for, you know, being pansexual. She called people fat, autistic, ugly, retarded, etc. So it's anonymous here. And let's see what Shannon had to say, shall we? First part. D'Angelo is the guy that everyone pretends to like, but no one really does. He tried to get in tight with a lot of them, and because he talked about drama and made Holly look like a tool, they befriend him for safety. I have no idea who Holly is, but I know who D'Angelo is. Everybody should know who D'Angelo Wallace is. I think Holly sucks, but before HUD video came out, no one in the community said shit. Then she decided to rebrand and delete, and is pretty much at zero still. They're all scared of that. And then it has, "This is not okay" in bright red letters. The next part, the text is smaller, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to read it. Okay. I used to like this thread, but at this point, it's just this one guy posting repeatedly, trying to get people to think his retarded Twitter rants are cool. I tried to watch his video accusing another YouTuber who I have never heard of, Beast Boy, of being a predator, and had to click off. If we're talking about Shannon falsely accusing people, this guy called this other YouTube, it says YouTube, it should say YouTuber, but it says YouTube, a predator for being interviewed by a minor fan and him having a low voice. How fucking retarded do you have to be? The self-posting bullshit here is annoying, especially from this Vic Blanco retard. This is gross. And then she has the nerve to say this is not okay again. The hypocrisy is unreal here. But let's continue. Okay, and then she also posted tweets from D'Angelo Wallace. The reason I've never made a video about lolcow is because they're just not interesting enough to be profitable. If lolcow videos did well, I'm sure I'd have a whole catalog, because if there's one thing I love more than attention from anonymous image boards, it's money. Of course. Whoever posts my tweets on lolcow, hurry up, I'm bored. I want to see the response. He's worse than Creepshow. At least she had the ability to grow and is doing something completely different than what she started with. He's doing the same thing on repeat, acting like he's doing something big, and now admits to creeping on lolcow. And then the red letters continue. This is not okay. She is "two women are predators too, guys," as Blair White is to "these trans people are weird." Okay. And I am trying to see if there's another part of the thread. Let's see. Okay, yeah. She loves talking shit about art tubers and calls some of them tranny and fake boy, a slur towards trans men. We don't tolerate any disrespect towards transgender people here. Absolutely not. I won't tolerate it at all. So, if you're gonna be disrespectful to trans people, stay the fuck away from me. Capiche? Let's continue with the thread. The insults have come full circle. This is okay. Let's see what the insults are. Okay, most of it is blurry, so I'm gonna read what I can. LMAO, can't blame you for thinking she's a troll. I honestly don't like her at all. She just has a vibe that repels me. It's so pretentious, the things she complains about, and her overuse of strong language is just obnoxious and petty. I can see why people would call you that, but I only took your information with a grain of salt just to understand critically about Holly's problem and art in general. And then there's a racial slur in here, which I'm not going to say. People thought I was petty for pointing out that she is overweight, giving fitness advice. LMAO, don't call me the N-word. It's sand, N-word, get it right. This is so gross. This is beyond gross. I cannot believe what I'm reading. JK, see, I ripped on the shit that is in her control, like her fat ass and her trash art, not things out of her control like that. She looks like a speed running tranny. Still with the disrespect, huh? Well, yeah, I honestly watched the videos numerous times just to get the full picture of the ideas that I want to get from it. Even if you sounded mean or obnoxious, you did raise good points at least. Sure, making fun of trans men is a fantastic point, right? I like how the other comment in this thread talks about men fetishizing lesbians. I mean, for Christ's sakes, it's always in the top 5 categories for Pornhub. True. That's true. No sane person cares Holly is a Fujo. What kind of word is that? Only fake boys would whine about something like this. Okay. Who's going to talk about the fact that racist uncles in a green card marriage with a fat autistic man who has a hand fetish? I am so sick and tired of autistic people being made fun of. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will preach that until the day that I die. Fuck you if you want to make fun of somebody for being autistic. Shut the fuck up. Point blank, period. I'm tired of seeing it. Ugh. And then, I don't know how many parts to this thread that there are, but I don't want to make this video too long. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to finish reading the entire thread. I don't care. For how much she likes to virtue signal about body positivity, she sure likes using chubby and fat as insults, as well as making fun of Saikuno's skin issues. I believe Saikuno is... Yeah, Saikuno's another streamer. And let's see what else she said. So Saikuno uses those filters that beauty YouTubers use in order to appear younger and more attractive. That's so weird. He literally has the most fucked up skin I have seen on an Asian man. Now we're gonna be racist against Asian people? What the fuck, Creepshow? The fact that the difference is that bad is insane. What's insane is the fact that you're being racist. And the fact that your recent video that you posted isn't even addressing this situation at all. It's just you completely deflecting and talking about somebody, something completely different. So you really have a lot of nerve to call out people for doing disgusting stuff when what you're doing right now with the um, deflecting is disgusting, point blank, period. But you know what? Who am I to say anything, right? It's your decision. You want to deflect from being racist and disgusting, it's your choice. You want to keep losing subscribers over it, it's your choice. Nothing I or anyone else says or does will ever, change the way that you are acting. I don't think it ever will. Because I think that she's just going to continue to deflect from serious situations such as these. It seems to me that this has been an ongoing, because I have seen that that she's also lied to people. I don't know what that's about, but it seems like these are not the only horrible things that she has done. Anyhow, though, who's going to talk about the fact... Okay, I read this already. I mean, you could ask racist uncle the same question about why she's so obsessed with Holly Brown. She even goes through her hours-long live streams and is obsessed with every little thing about her. Really, okay, wait, really, though, I understand. Holly Brown has several threads here. She's milky and cringy. Racist uncle is just like her. Chubby, ugly, bad at art. Yet she also has tricked herself into thinking she's good, and she's a pick me while we're at it type of person. Okay, alright. No, I read this part of the thread. Let's go to the next part. There is something so genuinely funny about a girl getting his avatar tattooed under her boobs. She'd be unfuckable at that point. She'd be unfuckable just because she has a tattoo of an avatar. What kind of sense does that make? You're saying that somebody who has a tattoo is basically just not attractive enough for you to have sex with. I have tattoos. Look at this. Does that mean that I'm not attractive enough? I have never seen so much stereotyping in my entire life. Never. Never. Never at all. And I've seen a lot of shit on here. A lot of shit on YouTube. But I've never seen stereotyping and deflecting to this extent. Never. She manufactured a whole argument in which she plays both sides to make herself look bad. Good. I don't even know at this point. All the posts outlined in red are her. Okay. So, I don't think she links herself. I'm a smaller art tuber, and her exact words were she got bored of lolcow, and that was like 4 days ago. She's really spastic, so I think she has a short attention span or something actually wrong with her. Are we really just going to ignore the male poster? I thought this was supposed to be a female space. You know, if Creepshow lurks here, you've kind of fucked yourself over as if that's a message from her to you. Why would you out yourself? She's rude, and I don't care if she knows I'm on here. Just mean more, so it's a bad look for an art tuber to be on lolcow, and she could always drag you through the mud. Oh my god, are you trying to get her to make a video on you? Fucking retard. Why would that matter? Everyone's anonymous here and can say they are whatever they want, and no one would know if it was true or not. This, for someone that lives for spilling the tea, as she claims, she seems to get bored of dedicated, can't even talk, of dedicated places for spilling said tea very quickly. She, wait, my screen is dirty. Okay. She posts, Jesus Christ, she posts as her now this. I don't know if that was as or I don't know what the word was, but she posts her now this furthers my belief that her entire persona is a front for fame amplified by the internet. Because without that irrelevant standard, we would devolve into the same kind of misogynistic wank bank every single other image board is. Like I said, she's spastic. She can't even stay on topic for like a minute and is constantly fucking around. It's annoying. She does love drama though. Like, she thinks it's funny when people fuck up. But she loses interest in like 10 minutes. She's actually a disaster. I don't know how she's successful because she shits out in 2 hours and barely edits them. There's going to be a video in a week. This is so tired. That is the entirety of her demographic. Not people actually looking for good art, but just looking for a personality. Good art YouTubers don't talk about drama. They talk about the art they make and how they are improving. Creepshow shows in her way of editing videos, making art that she has not changed or improved. I bet she'll make one and then try to spin it to make herself feel superior. And this is why I have trust issues. And then just link back to that shitty video she did about mediocre artist personalities and just TL Doctor. She's not bored. We called her out for stealing topics and posts from this thread and pretending they were her ideas, so she stopped. I'm positive she lurks still. Report them then. I made a Discord for art-related shenanigans. If you guys are interested in more than just critiquing YouTubers, although I'll be honest, it's not the most active server currently, as only a handful of people talk. I hope she does make a video because I have screenshots of her shit behavior in our DMs. I asked her to collab, and she gave me a bullshit answer saying she doesn't collab with people whose content she doesn't watch, and said she would have to look into me. Then, when I said just watch my content, she went on a tangent about how she doesn't have time to, and she was rude. She had 60k followers because she's a moron who got lucky on 2 uploads. I hope she literally falls off. I mean, you're not entitled to larger YouTubers collaborating with you. I mean, that is a shitty excuse because that just means she only works with friends and doesn't use her influence that she claims she is aware she has to help promote other creators. Still, she doesn't have to collab with anyone if she doesn't want to, but if you are right, she could just be nicer about it. I am bothered by people who just draw cute girls as decorative objects and then that's it. So boring. Draw them doing something interesting or even mundane. Draw a scene. Make them show life and personality. It sounds like you were a brat and tried to get her to collab with you, and when she said no, you got pissed. She doesn't have to collab with you, and actually collaborating with people she knows and trusts makes a lot more sense to me than with any creator that pops up in her DMs. If you have more damning DMs, I say drop them so you don't look like such a tool. You were vague. They literally told you you were being vague and you responded like a Chad. It's kind of sad that so many of you don't know board lingo. If you don't know what Chad is, that's pretty much a slur that incels use aside from Stacy. Chad and Stacy, they use that to describe men and women that are leading more successful lives than them. It's basically, I think that a word, or no, it's basically a word that I believe Elliot Rodger and people like him used before they committed those mass killings. I really don't know. I haven't looked into anything regarding incels all that much, but I do know the terms. I know the terms of those words very well. And it's kind of sad that so many of you don't know board lingo, okay? It's because of the influx of new fags, homophobic slurs now. New fags this slash late last year. You can pretty much tell who's definitely under 18. My guess is they all came from the multiple times certain art tubers outed lolcow and image boards as a whole. Example, Creepshow, D'Angelo Wallace, Monique Rain, etc., etc. Honestly, because of the increase in children, art tuber stands, someone writes, many regular farmers stopped posting and now it just lurks due to the childish behavior. I love how she genuinely tried to tell artists not to post on IG because it won't work, while she continues posting her shitty art on said platform, but then suggests YouTube and Twitter. Way to try to cull competition. Wait, okay, so you showed up in her DMs, asked to be in a video with her, she said no, and you are exposing her for saying no to you? I'm not gonna read any more of the thread. If you guys want to read the thread, like I said, I have the link in the description of this video. But that's pretty much all I'm going to read on the thread on this situation, and my final thoughts are, while I don't know that much about what went on, I do know that you've got to be very, very heartless to make fun of somebody who is struggling with their sexuality and to just post your family members' social media information while they're in the hospital in an intensive care unit for what I don't know. I have no clue why her sister was sent to the hospital. It's really none of my business. But I think it's pretty disgusting to, just do what she did. And I hope that she apologizes for it, but I don't think that she will because it seems like she is so into herself. She doesn't want to, actually assess the situation for what it is. She just wants to make a new video and call it a fucking day like nothing happened. And there are so many people on this platform that are like that. Please don't be that way. Please. If you make a mistake, actually own up and apologize, but actually, you know what? No, fuck it. This isn't even a mistake. This was intentional. I feel like she did this just to cause more drama. I don't think this was a mistake. But she doesn't even have the balls to apologize for it. She just made a video like nothing happened. I've seen how upset people are at her over this, and I don't blame people for being upset because this was despicable. This was a very, very despicable thing to do. To not only your sister, but also to Edwin. And I really hope nobody is sending him hate. I really hope nobody is. Because he doesn't deserve hate. And neither does anybody else that may have been a target of the things that she has been doing. Unless, of course, it's something, they've done something fucked up themselves and they've been called out and criticized for it, then yeah, they should deserve to be punished and to face consequences. But for somebody that has not done anything, for them to just be bullied and for them to just be, you know, treated like shit for their sexuality, it's not funny. I don't find it funny. I don't think it's something that should be fodder for YouTube drama. I think it's just absolutely atrocious that a person could be that heartless. Anyhow, that's really all I wanted to say. Like I said, I'll leave the link to the thread in the description of this video. And yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't want any clout from this, as I said in the beginning of this video. I just, like I said, all I was doing was just giving my thoughts and my opinion on it. That's it. I am open to criticism. If you want to attack me, by all means, light my comments section up. I can handle it. Yeah. Peace out.